I had an English teacher who used to tell me about the flight of an arrow, and he would say, if you look up in the sky and you see an arrow, you can freeze the frame, you can stop. And what you see is an arrow suspended. You can't tell where it's coming from, you can't tell where it's going, but an arrow doesn't exist suspended in motion. An arrow exists in flight. And with certainty, you can see where it was before and where it's going, and you can tell that it's coming from somewhere and it's going to somewhere. But what you can't see from looking at it is the person who pulled the arrow and put it in a bow, pulled the string back and released it. And what you can't see is where it's going to land and who's going to be there when it lands. You can see that it's going from somewhere and it's going to land somewhere. But when you look at the arrow, you can't see the sense of loss that it is experiencing. The last thing it remembers is the quiver. And it's going in a direction and it does not know how to go back. And what you can't see is the sense of fear. You see that it's going in a direction, but what it sees is sky and ground and falling and the inability to slow down. When it falls over there, it's not going to look around at the trees and the rocks and the birds and recognize itself. All it remembers is the quiver. It doesn't remember the mother tree. It's in a strange land surrounded by strange people, and all it can remember is the quiver. All it can remember is the quiver. And what my English teacher told me is that when you see that arrow flying through the sky, your job is not to predict where it's going to fall. Your job is to try and understand the feeling of being among the trees and missing the quiver.